Hey, kia ora everyone, how you doing? Wow, I cannot stop this. Hey, kia ora everyone, how you doing? Wow, I cannot stop this. Hey, kia ora everyone. Wow, I'm getting major echo here. Wow, I cannot stop this. How's everyone doing? Sorry to start off with the echoes and stuff. Hang on, give me a sec. How's everyone doing? Sorry to start off with the echoes and stuff. Hang on, give me a sec. How's everyone doing? Sorry to start off with the echoes and stuff. Hang on, give me a sec. How's everyone doing? Sorry to start off with the echoes and stuff. Hang on, no echo? Right. I guess. No echo? Right. Oh, I'm definitely getting echo. I guess. No echo? Right. That's because definitely getting. I have it in the background. Hey, everyone, how you doing? Pro streamer, dread streamer. Holy crap, there's a lot of people here already, and they're watching me make a complete dick of myself. Kia ora, how are you all doing? Creature, A-Cup, how you doing? Plumbing, yeah, screw that. Fixing leaks on your day off, Creature, that is shit. We'll come back to you, buddy. We'll come back to you. PMC, good to see you. Hey, Carl, how you doing, man? Carl is binging through my Dark Side series and dropping me lots of cool comments and having a good laugh along the way. Yeah, awesome stuff. Good to see you, man. Ted, how are you doing, man? Good to see you. Blair, rampage time. Well, we could, but maybe we'll take it slow because it's Dread Zone, and you know that's just yeah, it's a bit more relaxed today, but there will be some smashing and some rampaging at some point, I'm sure. White Rose, how you doing? Bob, good to see you, man. How you doing? Ross, how are you, man? How you doing? Well, good to see y'all. Good to see ya. So here we go. We're going to start a new community in the Dread Zone to test out the PTR and to see what it's like for people who just don't like the super intense zombie experience, which is totally legit. So we're going to try for the larger community there and see what it's like. You know, is it too easy? Is it too hard? Does it really change how you play, etc.? But first, I'm not wearing a beanie, and there's a good reason for that. Creature, who's proving himself a legend all over the show, doing merch promos for A-Cup and everyone, has sent me beanies. Now, I have not seen these yet. His wife knitted them, or crocheted them, and there's definitely some solidity in this pack. So I'm going to pull it out. We're going to wear it. We're going to wear it the whole stream. So here we go. Oh, there's two of them. Look at that. Can you guys see this? Wow, that is some quality workmanship. The red, white, and the blue. I love it. And we've got this one, yeah, red for blood. It's kind of reminds me of Bob's hat though. Bob wears red hats in DayZ and gets murdered. But cool. Oh wow, that's so awesome. Thank you, Creature. Thank you to Mrs. Creature for that. I really do appreciate it. Which one should I wear? Which one? I'm thinking this one. The one that I saw first, and then we'll come back to this one for, this is red, blood red. This is my Crazy 101 hat, and this is going to be my PTR hat. So, there we go. Here we go. Awesome. Now I gotta wait a sec for the stream to catch up so I can actually see it. Colors of the New Zealand flag. Red, white, blue. Yeah, they're all there, man. They are all there. That's awesome. Does it suit me? Which is my better side? I'm just kidding. I don't have a better side. Awesome. Thank you so much. Hearts in the chat for Creature. This is such an awesome gift. I love it. Creature's wife just made me look good, man. Awesome. All right. Hey, Belle, how you doing? How's things been? Never better. Just on holiday. Finished on Friday, so it's Sunday here, so it'll be Saturday there. So your Saturday. So I'm done for the year. I'm done. So that feels good. I got a nice gift from my buddy Louisiana. Bayou, that's awesome. Right. Cool. Into the game. So we've got Helen, Lucas, and Arnold. Cook does yoga prize winning Chile. Way to strong, empathetic as Lucas, and a dog walker rifle collector. They sound like a likely bunch. Let's get into it. I've chosen the Cascade Hills. Cascade Hills because there's a bit of looting, and of all the maps, you know, if you're a Dread player or even just a general type of player who likes to slowly get into the game, not get, you know, bang, smash out into hearts, Cascade Hills map is actually well suited to that play style because there's whole areas that you can loot up front around, and I'll show you what I mean. Up around here, behind the base, down around here before you get into the plague zones. So, because we're in Dread Zone, it's already showing us where our maps are. So that's where, so we can see everything on the map, and we'll be able to plan out how we wanted to tackle the plague hearts. So, if you're new to the PTR, which I'm pretty sure everyone on this call isn't, if you wake up a heart, it starts sending out infestations, and they grow from there. By killing zombies, screamers, and being screamed at inside the plague territory, you wake up other hearts. So you got to be careful that as you chip away at the plague hearts and their hive mind, you don't, you know, chip away too much and start an avalanche, because that's when trouble happens. MB3, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Oh, wake up. How you? Oh, thank you so much, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Look, there's little fireworks on the super chat and everything. B team all star for life. This one is definitely for the B teamers, because not everyone wants, you know, not everyone's idea of a fun game is relentless murder from the zombies. So let's do it. So nothing special in the car. We've got a big backpack on. We've got Arnold and Helen. So what we might do before we head down to our base is we'll just head up and we'll collect some items that we can from up the top. This is pretty much starting Cascade Hills 101 stuff. Oh, wow. Man, mate, I tell you, the feeling of reaching the end of the year, because it's been a tough year, and it's been a tough couple of months for me. It's just been so busy that, you know, just not having to go to work is just feeling amazing. All right. So one of the things I would say about the Dread Zone is, even if you're not very comfortable in the game playing yourself, your followers are buffed. So when you're taking followers with you, they have extra health and they have extra plague resistance, and their weapons are automatically suppressed. In fact, they hardly make any noise at all, and that includes shotguns. So you can actually travel around fairly comfortably with a the whole time. Ted! Oh, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Happy holidays, Guru. Happy holidays, everyone. I hope everyone's going to have a fantastic holiday period. Catch up with family and whanau if that's your thing. And just have a great time and, you know, take your moment. Last year and even the years in between have been some pretty tough years for everyone. And we're still going to be facing some problems in 2023, you know, worldwide global inflation and all of that sort of thing. So let's just take a moment to give ourselves a bit of peace and quiet from that, and touch base with your friends and just be sort of give each other support and some gratitude and some compassion for what's been not just a tough year this year, but the previous few years as well. So Awesome. It's great to see everyone here. I'm really appreciating you stopping in today. Hey, Diamond, how you doing? Yes, happy holidays, everyone. Wow. Okay, so we're upgrading backpacks all over the wazoo.
Next home should be.
No weapons as such yet. There's a fast search note. Probably end up dropping that depending on what we find. Some seeds. Yeah, so, why Dread Zone, eh? Well, everyone, including myself, who are content creators, especially for State of Decay 2, are generally pretty experienced players. So we naturally play in the lethal zone. So what happens when an update comes out? We go, yeah, look at it. Storm into it. Lap it up. This is hard. This is brutal. This is evil. This is almost unplayable. As lethal players, we enjoy it. But not everyone's after that kind of experience. What about the kind of... if you want your focus of the game to be around building up your community, building up relationships, you know, role-playing your characters, all of that sort of thing, then having non-stop zombie plagues, or every time you try and do the simplest kind of thing, you're met with obstacles or zombies in the quantities that you know, you can't really deal with as a player or don't want to, then, you know, that takes a bit of enjoyment out of the game. So today we're just playing on Dread Zone, and we're just going to enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy the tranquility.
I don't think so.
I think that zombie was a yoga. Does yoga. All right, so let's get down to base. Is that a screamer? No, it's just a Z. Pretty sure we checked everything. Yeah, they're all done. So let's get back into it. Lethal zone is too easy. Try playing the guru method, man. Try playing the guru method.
I gotta take a break.
Absolutely, creature, well said. This is a game, and whatever you got to do, make it fun for you, then do it. Absolutely, absolutely. I just dumped some crap on this guy.
No matter what it looks like.
Yeah, the grind even gets to me sometimes.
Don't worry, we got this.
You got to be in the right frame of mind for it, that's for sure. Don't get caught with a ruck on your back. Oops, I had a snack. Is there anybody in here? There is not. Yep, exactly right. Exactly right. And I play the game totally different for different occasions. Like if I'm playing multiplayer, everything's legit. You know, someone says, you want to jump into my multiplayer game? It's full on. You know, I'll even use the community editor just to whip up a community to jump in there. You know, grab some guns, some ammo, magic it up, because, you know, I don't have to prove to anyone that I need to make a community up the old-fashioned way in order to join in someone's multiplayer game just for a bit of fun and giggles. We still need a fuel can, so let's sort that out. There is a reasonable number of zombies at this stage of the game. Lethal Zone Plus with feral clowns, bloater bushes, and free roaming hordes and hostile human NPCs would be so much fun. Yeah, well, you know, I agree with all of that. Feral clowns. So clown zombies which act like ferals? That actually would be quite cool. That would be cool. Yeah, I do like the sound of that from a Lethal Zone kind of point of view. But what I would say is that, you know, we're not getting new maps. We're not getting new zombies or new freaks. There's enough features and functions and skills in the game and tricks that you can do to make any level pretty easy. So at the end of the day, the game is as hard as you want it to be. You just have to let it. Still no gas in the car, guys. So what did I not get a gas can out of that? I just assumed that I did. That's terrible. Right, there's one other place in Cascade Hills where you can get a gas tank. Gas can early on. It's over here. Oh, A-Cup's... I love watching A-Cup play State of Decay 2, man. You never have to worry about what A-Cup's thinking. You know exactly what he's thinking, right? And I've been watching Bob's playthrough recently too. It's been great since I've been able to take a break. You know, work's wound down a little bit recently. I've been able to watch some of my friends' videos a bit more, which is good. Right, now we got it. Right, let's get this show on the road. We have a lot of rucksacks early on, that's pretty good. We'll probably loot up this part of town first. Oh, we attracted some attention, so we didn't actually mean to, but that seemed to work for us. Oh, snap. I lost that game of door barge.
Last spot. With a little work, we could dig in for sure.
Alright. It's a pirate! Did you see that? I pressed dodge and then I hit the attack key to launch back at him, but my timing was all off. And so I actually ended up jumping back into the bite.
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah, maybe I should stick to this level. Alright. Gonna go back to lurking? Dishes to wash? Yeah. No worries, bro. Enjoy.
Want to do some scouting?
Alright. Dump the stuff in the car.
Good progress here.
Okay, so let's get an infirmary up.
I'm glad we've already got a start on building this base up into something real.
And always get the master bedroom up early, because when you start the game you've got quite low morale. And fixing the master bedroom actually gives you quite the morale bonus. Once it's done, you know. If the longer you leave it, the less... So when you've got good morale, there's more chance of your survivors bringing stuff back to base just organically. So, you know, the sooner you do that, the sooner they start bringing full stuff back and not losing stuff. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to scout out. With the PTR, there is more emphasis on being able to understand what the lay of the land is. Now on Dread, it's not such a big deal because we can see where the play carts are on the map, but it's a good way to scout out the area for freaks and the like, because we should be able to see whether there's any screamers in the plague territory, because they are the main threat to waking them up. And it's a nice view. Krakows, it's 30 degrees and snowing and the wind's blowing too. Wow. Here it's what, 20 yeah, it's about 25 degrees here, so I think that's kind of up around 85, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. Give or take half a degree. Don't think we've actually found a gun yet. Or a crossbow. Anything like that. Well, we're not spotting any hordes or freaks yet.
I was out and about for a bit, so I brought back a few things.
There we go. See? There's your morale boost right there. The upside from doing it early. Free stuff. Yeah, something else, something else. What am I missing, folks? What am I missing? Well, it's not like you get an influence bonus anyway, so let's not worry about it. It's not that important. But I just hate leaving things unfinished. There we go.
More to see here.
Alright, so we'll try and get back to base here. Now I think we can sometimes find some materials here, so while we're in this area we'll squiz. Boom, pulled it. The other thing about Cascade Hills is because of the layout of the map, you know, it's not very symmetrical. You've got like nooks and crannies and dead ends and, you know, like down around there, and your base, and the bases are sort of, what do we got? We've got bridge fort, we've got corner office. So I'd be quite keen to see what it's like in the corner office. Could you actually, with the outposts defenses, make the corner office the safest base in the entire game?
Bring the party.
We'll just ignore those guys. Nice. Didn't actually mean to put those painkillers away, but we'll just grab them.
Nice. Feel graceful.
Right, so there we are. Could do with some ammo. We know where we can find ammo. Down at the military checkpost. Yeah, Ted, they definitely do. The outposts definitely do affect your choice of base. Now, coming from State of Decay 1, I've always had a fairly strong, I've always put a fair amount of emphasis on the defendability of a base, even more so than its economics and what you can build. Having said that, I've never liked the bridge fort because of the pathing issues with the zombies. and they'd go under the bridge. Wow, strong painkillers, that's cool. Might get a gun here. There we go. Not suppressed, but it's okay. So that's within the plague territory. Now, the other thing I found when I was on the lethal zone is the plague territory, you can kind of see it comes out to about here, but it actually goes a little bit further than that. So if you're trying to like park on the edge of plague territory,
A lot of plague zombies around here.
without with the intention of not starting a fight where you could fight zombies and waken the plague cart, give yourself a little bit more space, like up around here, even a bit further up, because the map isn't that
Feeling an outpost.
indicative of where the actual edge of that zone where a plague cart can wake up is. Yeah, okay, but I agree too. Like, there's nothing fundamentally wrong with the base itself. It's just that the AI gets really confused, and they like slide down the ladder into, you know, juggernauts and ferals, and the zombie pathing. They'll move under the bridge fort, so you'll end up with a bunch of screamers standing under your base, screaming, while juggernauts and ferals at the top are, you know, basically beating the crap out of your community, and you can't do too much about it. So that's why I just don't bother. Now, I know you can, you know, put cars in front of doors and all of that sort of thing, but although I've used that strategy in the past, I generally don't anymore because I prefer a more mobile approach to defending my base. We should probably get some meds while we're here. So, Dread players, one thing to be, you know, aware of with this update, which is worrying quite a few people, is whether you have infestations or not is kind of within your control. In that, until a plague heart wakes up, there won't be any infestation. So that is a change. Normally, infestations would randomly appear on the map. So if you're playing slow pace, cautious, just taking your time, then eventually those infestations spread, and by the time you kind of get ready to get into the game, you might have quite a few of them on your map already, and you're thinking, oh geez, you know, it's not letting me, you know, build into the game myself. Now, because the map,
Okay, that's heavy.
sorry, because the sorry, I can't load stuff off and talk at the same time. Oh, here's one. Zombie. Because that engagement is under your control, until you wander around here and start causing trouble, you're totally safe from infestations. Totally safe. So you can loot all this area, kit yourself up, so even with a fresh community, you can build up and be more prepared for infestations than you would have been without the PTR. Now, the flip side of that is that when the if you chip away at the mountain, you know, you start going into plague territories. When you do that, you might accidentally wake up a plague heart, and that might wake up another plague heart, and you know, that trickle of stones coming down the mountain might turn into an avalanche, and then you could be in trouble. But because there's a child-parent relationship between that plague heart and all the infestations beneath it, if you do take out the plague heart, or even one of the first infestations, which may have spread other infestations, you can cut the head off the snake and those other infestations will die off. And so there are mechanisms to which you can control the game. So in lethal, they're quite, you know, the number of plague hearts and the way that they cluster make it almost inevitable that you're going to have to face an existential threat from infestations at some point, because you just can't help but wake up a whole bunch of plague hearts. But in Dread Zone, because they're reasonably spaced out and we can see them, we can formulate some sort of strategy. or at least be informed that, you know, if we take out the placard in the Arnwell gun shop, we might break up the spoil station. So we can prepare for that. It's not random. It may or may not happen, but we can be prepared for it. And so before we go for the first play cart, we build up enough resources so that we can take out the second play cart if it wakes up. And that is the key. The other thing is, if you can keep the infestations away from your base, then you still have control over your sieges. So instead of the sieges being on timers or hordes just trying to track towards your base, they have to get into position first, and then from there they'll launch. And if they do that, you're in trouble. But if you fight them off, that actually, the whole infestation comes up to attack you, and so the infestation disappears, and it gives you a chance to get down there and outpost that place up, etc. Right, on this map, if we turn Mama Fratelli's into an outpost, which is generally advised, let's go do that now. Was that me? Ah, was weird. Okay. Then, you know, we'll be totally safe. And it actually will make it quieter so that you can, you know, if you're a looter, you can go ahead and loot. And the chances of you being disturbed are pretty low. Well, that's if you activate the defenses, of course.
Fucker's gone, because they know who's here. Outpost secure, amigos. If you want, I could spend some extra time to really polish it up.
Wow. Alright. We need a Nyquil gas grenade so that we can sneak up to a heart, chuck one and sing lullabies and put them back to sleep. a roofie grenade there, A-Cup. Poor zombie wakes up. My play cart's gone. Hey David, how you doing, man? It's in agreed, it's in a terrible location when it comes to scavenging early on, and it's missing one small slot and offers very little compared with the 3 houses or the watchtower. Yeah, I think those who like the bridge fort love it, and those who don't like it hate it. It's really quite polarizing. You either love it or you hate it. And I guess that's because, you know, what fits your blood, what lifestyle, what fits your oh, we need some chems. We know where we can get some chems. It's whatever suits your game style. Now, little trick I like to do is when I've got a few materials but not quite enough to do anything with, I'll build a rain collector for the morale bonus, because you can always tear it down again, you know. No dramas. Let's go get ourselves some chemicals. So now, will we be going into the zone? No, we won't. So we should be alright. So we'll do that, and then I think we'll poke our nose, because we don't want to just be, you know, avoiding the actual testing part of the game. But what I was just trying to demonstrate here was that you can get around, oops, and get into the game without triggering the PTR and all it has to offer. If you like the church, especially for free influence calling in sieges, not sure how that will work in future post update. That is a great idea, White Rose. We will go to the church and we'll see if we can trigger a siege and see how that happens. You see what happens. Because sieges are all different now. That is a great idea. Thanks, White Rose.
That's worth taking.
You're hired. I've never actually used that. And I've had some bad experiences at the church. I mean, in State of Decay 2, not in real life. yeah, with juggernauts seem to like hanging out around it. And I'm not a big fan of juggernauts generally. I try not to hang out with them. They've never got anything nice to say. It's generally roar and then smash. Okay, let's see how fast we can go. Actually pretty decent. Hold on to those. You fought on a hill, yes. Yes. I'm not sure how well your survivors defend it, but this is a good, you know, let's try it out. Let's see what it's like. Ah, toolkit. Score. Might just whisk up the hill and grab some materials and then we'll come back down. You know, while we're out and about. So the other way that you can kind of control and keep things cautious and safe is don't go into plague territories at night. Because you need to be able to identify your foes from a distance, particularly screamers. Because if you take out the screamers, it's I think, probably need to take out 2 or 3 screamers
Gotta keep looking.
in Dread Zone, but it will wake the heart up. And the same with zombies, if you kill enough of them. In Dread Zone it was about 8 to 10, something like that, I don't know exactly. I don't think, you know, pick a number. If you oh, good shot. If you actually just concentrate on...
How much left of that?
I usually stay at the church until I max out at 8 and then head to the fort. Oh yeah, container fort is pretty good. Yeah, that's for sure. I do like the container fort. When your walls are breached, it can be quite feisty, but so long as your survivors and your community members have good guns, so you want to mix a caliber, you don't just want all 50 cals. That will not do you well at the container fort. But something like Dillingers, G18s, what else is pretty good? Mac 10s, although you probably want to carry, got a Mac 10, you're generally going to carry it yourself. AK-47, you know, burst fire, and then some, you know, some bigger calibers as well. Mix it up. And a shotgun, a good one, and you should be sweet. Okay, so what were we trying to do? We were trying to upgrade our infirmary. Level 2 infirmary first, folks. Always. And I think I might swap out. I was going to be tired pretty soon, so let's give someone else a go. Actually, no, he can keep it. Actually, no, he won't. We might run into a feral. Feral's bad. He should be fine. FBI fighting rifle. I've got one of those. I've got one of those in one of my communities. Yeah, it was pretty good. For sure. You want to see what will happen if I don't take a gun? Mean. But, okay. Yeah, we don't need to take a gun. Fencing tool much better. Take that though. And what we'll do is we'll take take a full complement of snacks. I'm only taking 2 painkillers in case I find another one, and then it'll just stack and won't take up a slot. I'm actually not that great at fighting ferals in hand-to-hand, normal or play cart. Right. Yeah. Let's just get some more materials and then we'll get into it. So you can see how easy it is just to hit yourself up before you go in. So the danger is you got to think a little differently about how you're going to navigate the map. If you simply just drive around through plague territories without paying any attention to what's going on around you, the chances of waking up a plague heart are pretty high. Oh, I killed him. Alright. There's another one in here to search. Ah, whoops.
Okay.
Shotgun shells.
My search.
Always good. So, take those guys out first if you can. We won't fast search here because 3 zombs plus maybe 3 or 4 which would spawn in. Might actually be a tough day. Now, a bike generator is great because it only costs labor. You can have power in your base with just 1 labor. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to those because we're bound to find some more. And where else might we find? Yeah, up the road a little bit. Where's the car? Where's the car? Did they nerf the Haven device? We need some science. I've heard that they have, yeah, but I don't have a community with a Haven device. But someone out there may know in the chat. I've heard talk of it, and I think Eric Anderson, who's the oh, not what I meant to do. Who's the design director, Big Cheese, who's doing all the great work around this. He said that a Haven device in a siege will kill the zombies, but it won't annihilate all of them in one go. It'll do it bit by bit. So it'll keep firing, but if you have 100 zombies, you know, it's not going to take out 100 zombies all at once. So, yeah, just be conscious of that. Water coolers, you know, they're not that great. They just aren't. I mean, I'll take it because it's worth 85 influence, but... you know. Excuse me. Even if there's a zombie mass at your base and it seems all hope is lost, you can see disease win and change maps. Yeah, you can do that. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll say this, and I'll say this to anyone who's playing the game. Whether you're a first player, you know, it's your first time playing and you're playing on Standard Zone or what, or you're giving Lethal Zone a go for the first time, or Nightmare, or even Dread. Job 1 is to stay alive. That means moving mats. That means moving mats. If that means, you know, fleeing when you might have otherwise stayed to fight, then that's what it means. Do what? You know, if that means crouching almost everywhere you need, everywhere because you don't feel safe to stand up, then do that. Because the longer that you actually survive in the game, the further into it you get, the more challenges you and obstacles you come up against, and the more you learn how to deal with those. So you may be thinking, like when I played Lethal, holy cow, it kicks my butt. But I just hung in there, and I just hung in there, and I just hung in there. And, you know, I eventually took it out thanks to overdosing on scent block. But I could play. I could go back into the Lethal Zone and not get wiped out the next time that I went in to do a series. And the only thing I wanted to do was stay alive. Oops. So, yeah, make that your #1 goal. you know, don't stress about doing the legacy or anything like that. That'll come later. You can't do any of that if you're dead. Right. A few other places. Rotted out shed. There's loads of chemicals in there, so we'll jump down and we'll deal with that. I'm going to play like a Dread player as much as possible, which means I'm not going to gung-ho things too much. I might, you know, beat up a few zombies and stuff, but I'm not going to like rampage the play carts and stuff, because really if that's how you play, you're probably not a Dread player. When I first played State of Decay 2, I don't think they did have levels, so everything was pretty much standard. And it wasn't as, you know, the spawns have gone up since I've done that, even on standard. And yeah, man, it was tough. It was tough. I was terrified of play carts. And until very recently, I still am. I'm a little more confident about them now, but, you know, that took a long time. It took a lot of gameplay, a lot of practice. You know, this beanie is great. Even though it's like, this is wool, and it should be warm. Like, it's less hot than my other polyester beanie is, even though it's thicker. So this will keep me warmer in winter, and cooler in summer. I'm not overheating with it on. It's brilliant. An early Christmas present. See, right, so our rain collector's up. Why the hell did I build this? Because... what's my morale? Ah, didn't do too much. Did a little bit. I didn't do as much as I wanted. Wow, is everyone impressed? Bet you were. Alright, alright. Get back to base. Diamond says, yeah, first time I played Lethal Zone, I was like a kid in a candy store. Really? I was more like candy. I was more like the candy in a candy store when the kids were let to run riot. I got chomped. Ted says, when I first started Lethal, my base was getting white, so I ditched with one survivor and moved back to the starting base. Yeah, I had that in Nightmare. I was in the corner office. The armored hordes and the twin jug hordes that exist only in Nightmare don't give a fig about your so-called safe zones. No, they want us straight on in. Killed 4 of my survivors. I had the option of moving base or going back to the bridge fort or the starter base. I couldn't go back to the bridge fort because I hated it. And I didn't want to go back to the starter base because it was miles away from everywhere. So I moved bases, but I stopped playing that community because I kind of started the next thing with that community and I just felt like I'd lost. Don't have access to the PTR? Oh, well, yeah, I'm not sure when it's coming out, but people more knowledgeable than me and more insightful than me seem to think it's not too far away. Like, January, February is what some people have been saying. And did we loot that? We didn't. That's okay. We'll run up and do that. Hey, Gorilla! Gorilla's in the chat! Hey, how are you, man? Good to see you. Happy holidays, my friend. Let's bust up to the fruit stand. I think there's some other little locations worth searching around here as well. Let's do some jumping jacks and now we're into it. Oh, Styles.
Had to go and invite the undead.
See, that's not what you want to do inside plague territory. So waking up plague hearts is only done by killing zombies and including freaks or having a screamer scream. So if you see a screamer in plague territory and you think, I'll stop it screaming by shooting it, that will eventually wake up a plague heart. I thought he was gonna get me. Cameron! Hey, how you doing? I jumped straight from normal to lethal. Oh my word! Holy cow, that must have been brutal. Oh, no, that's another thing entirely. Dude, I went from nightmare to lethal and I was murdered. And when I went to lethal zone from nightmare, I was really excited about it because I could finish a nightmare level with only losing one character kind of thing. I didn't find it too difficult. I kind of cracked the code for it. There is no code for well, there is a code for lethal, but it's a completely different code. Like I found actually, yeah, it took me a while. So when I was playing Nightmare, I always took a follower with me, and they did much of the donkey work. For instance, I would use endurance to do the slam attack in order to flip the guy on the ground, and then I'd just walk on to the next one, and my follower would take care of the execution. You will see a zombie on the roof of a cotton house. Sorry, digressed. Alright, so do not seek the treasure. Yeah, there we go. So that screamer is a real pain. If we kill too many screamers, we wake the plague heart. If it screams, it wakes the plague heart. So, and how we can see him is this outpost, that dashed line which goes around the outside, that's the survey range. So what we might do, because it's still not daylight. It's taking its sweet time. We'll go up, we'll loot the prepper's house because we might find some decent guns. Which was we'll head on up to the prepper's house. We want our guys to have guns before we go into the plague territory, because we want to be prepared for things to go wrong. And I guess that's really where the crux of it is. We've got the control, we've got the ability to choose when and where we go into the plague territories and risk waking up a heart, which may begin propagating infestation hordes. We can kit up for that, we can prepare. Well, what we've got to do is prepare for it to go all wrong, which means being able to go in and take out the plague heart. So having a heavy weapon or some fire, some Molotovs, that sort of thing. Hand drill press. I've not seen one of those in a while. Xbox! Yeah, so you want to be able to respond when things go wrong. What you don't want to do is go into the plague territory when you don't have these resources or these community members ready to respond, accidentally wake up two plague hearts which start putting out infestation, going, oh crap, now I need to get them. I need to get some fuel, I need to build my workshop, I need to then craft some fire bombs, and then I need to, you know, find a gun and all of that sort of thing. You need all of that first before you really start getting into it. Now if I go into if I go in, or at least my community is ready.
That's a lot to carry.
To deal with it, should it go wrong, then it becomes an issue of, well, okay, I've woken it up. Whoops. Let's get the heck out. Let's go prepare. Let's go in and take it out before it becomes a bigger problem. That's my strategy anyway. Does anyone know if it's a bug or not, but sometimes my play carts wake themselves. I notice this happens if I don't have any awake, so the game wakes one up for you. Fresh community. Yeah, I'm not sure. What difficulty level is that, Cameron? Is that lethal? Because I was watching Brian Menard play earlier and he had the same thing. He thought it was a bug, but now he's starting to suspect that it's not a bug and that it's actually deliberate. It could be either of those things, but that was on lethal zone, so nightmare. Okay. How many days into the game are you? Is it like early days or is it sort of day 10?
I've completed my search.
Oh, Ted, are you saying just generally killing zombies on the map will start waking up hearts? Even outside the plague zone? Oh. Okay. That's interesting. Well, we haven't woken up any zombies yet, or any hearts yet, by killing zombies. I think about 8 days in. Ah. That's interesting. So, I was thinking that it was just when you're in the plague territory. But it seemed like I was just out of plague territory once and the zombies woke up anyway. But I'm pretty sure that was directly related to the zombies that I was killing because they came from inside the plague territory and I was right on the edge of it. I could have been inside it, outside it, was that close. Hey Camille, how are you doing? Okay, I just looked at it again and they meant the PTR that we have now. Did I miss something? Oh, I did too. Sorry, Camille. You know, I was rewatching the end of live stream and they said something as to pointing the 29th of December for release. Whoa, are you? Wow, that would be real soon. I don't even know if I'll have my survey done by then. David says, Nightmare and Lethal are the same in difficulty if you ask me. It's a different kind of poison. Nightmare will wipe out whole communities in a siege while Lethal picks you apart. True to a point. What makes Nightmare dangerous is those double jug hordes. They're not even in Lethal. But in Nightmare Zone, and just Nightmare, man, I'm going to go up there and check that out. It's still not daylight. Holy cow. What was I saying? Yeah, in Nightmare and Nightmare only, there are hordes consisting of probably about 8 to 12 plague zombies, but they have 2 plague juggernauts with them. And they're really cool hordes, not because they kill you, but they can if they come in a siege, you know, then you really are up for it. I'll put that in there. Power. So that we don't lose our materials. That we're gonna tear down. And seeing as we've got that so we can make painkillers, and this will be a farm. There we go. Yeah, so what I found those hordes did in Nightmare. They're in a siege, yeah, you're in big trouble. All of that. Yeah, that's basically what made me leave Nightmare and go to a different map. Is they deny you space. So wherever those jug hordes are, no one's going to turn up and try and take them out. Unless you do the whole reverse vehicles into them sort of thing, which I A, didn't know about at the time that I was doing it, and B, I'm just generally not a fan of because it doesn't damage your vehicle, and it should. Oh, shivers. Oh, wow. Is that a delayed spawn? What is that?
Almost out of this.
Smoke. I seem to have skipped past my chat. My chat stopped coming down. You feel kind of sick. Hope you're not coming down with anything there, Camille. Creature, I love jugs. Jugs with hugs. Jugs of beer. I've started a monster. It happened when I didn't have an active heart for about an hour and 30 minutes. I guess if you don't actively hunt hearts, it will wake one up to force you along. You know, that would kind of make sense. So the principle is that there's of the plague hearts and the zombies in general is that there's a hive mind out there. So eventually they're going to detect your presence. When you spawn into the game, when you start the game, they are unaware of your presence. They don't know what you're getting for Christmas. Can't believe I did that. That is a terrible joke. Ooh, dad joke of the year. You may unsubscribe if you wish. I will totally understand. Okay, so they're unaware of your presence. And, whoops. I got distracted. And so as you're on the map and you're killing zombies and putting up outposts and all of that sort of thing, I guess they will become more and more aware of you being there. And respond accordingly. Wow, I'm just going to make this as much fun as I possibly can. Was in an outpost, Jugged walked past inside the safety zone, casually crashed his car until it was destroyed and then buggered off. Yeah. They do have anger management issues, Juggernauts, they really do. It's one of the reasons I don't bother parking cars in front of, we need to get some base power. One of the reasons I don't bother parking my cars in front of the entrances anymore. It's just, yeah, hardly worth it. There are a few places where it is worth it, but not many. Rosie's truck stop, the door around the back. If you block that door off, then the zombies have to climb a fence. That's worth doing. But apart from that, you know, you're better to just concentrate on ensuring that you build a community which can handle itself in a siege. Ah, sun's coming up. It'll be good to go and get into the game proper. We'll definitely take a gun with us then. Alright, folks. Oh. A gas can. Not going to complain about that. Seeing as that's our only car, let's fuel it up. Right, so the bike generator is there. We can spin it up to save losing materials. So it ain't the best. It's going to cost 1 labor and that's all I got. But our other... our other areas will be fine. Our other big projects. So now we should be able to craft painkillers. Yeah, see, you need water to craft painkillers. Alright, I'm going to put this guy away and we're going to grab our other character. Actually, I was thinking about doing some crazy 101 tomorrow. Because, hey, I'm on holiday now. So, yeah, why not? Why not? I will confirm that. I'll put it up in my Discord. Okay, changing out. We haven't used Helen yet. Oh, you got to work tomorrow. What time, creature? Because maybe we can work something out there. What time will you be off work, or will it be just too big a day? got a cooking book. Firecrackers. Be home around 6 p.m. Central. So that's what, 5 hours difference, I think. 1 hour behind Eastern, right? So, oh, I should take some stuff to trade. Take that. A-Cup's like, no, not the vodka. Yes, sir. So that would mean 5. Nah, that will be fine. Yeah. Nah, I'll be streaming in the evening there. If we do Crazy 101. Crazy 101, people. Go do some Crazy 101. Dark side against 101 play carts. I think we're down to about 93 now, so we're pretty much done. We're not. We are nowhere near done. Okay, let's stop here. So, folks, the noise of firecrackers. Sweet, yeah, we'll set something up. The noise of firecrackers does not wake up zombies.
I don't want to be here any longer than I have to.
So that kind of makes firecrackers quite good to use in plague zones when you don't want to have to deal with zombies. So that won't wake them up, but it'll move all those zombies over there. So firecrackers are suddenly pretty cool. No, they don't. You can drive around honking your horn as far as I know, and it doesn't wake them up. Attacking a heart. Okay, there's nothing great in there. Sometimes you find crossbows in there. That always check this car out, people. Always. Yeah, it's not so much audible noise. It's more killing zombies and the screamer screaming because, you know, does gunfire. I don't believe so unless it hits zombies, but I don't know for sure. I don't know why I'm opening this. I haven't got any room for it anyway. Lasagna.
Hey there.
That's a good name.
The safest way to collect samples is by killing plague zombies.
Alright, let's trade some stuff out.
The best place to find them is in the territory around a plague heart.
Right.
Those things basically infect their whole environment. Nasty as fuck. Or you could just destroy the plague heart itself to get a bunch of samples. That's more dangerous. Grab your big
Yeah, parts are valuable too. More valuable.
Helping out like this is a
So
good way to
for
make
the
friends.
outpost defenses, you need ammo, 3 ammo, 2 fuel, and 75 parts. Lisa, how you doing? You just took a power. You're not tardy at all. You're not tardy at all. Let's hear it for power naps. I basically had a power nap last night for about 8 hours. I kid you not. Not last night, but the night before, I went to bed before 8:30 and I just slept. This COVID thing takes it out of you, and it's been a really tough year. Really tough year. Oh, there it is. Oh dear. This is a bit risky. So, if the Enclave kills these zombies, will that wake them up? I guess we'll find out.
I have to slow down. I'm just about
You
out of
don't.
these.
Get out of the zone. I didn't drop all the stuff off. That was a bit silly. Hey, smoke could be quite good too. All right, let's clear this car out. Right, so we've got two options here. We can hunt down zombies, plague zombies, or we can kill plague heart. Hunting down plague zombies will probably wake up the plague heart anyway. So I'm thinking we just hit the plague heart. What do you think? White Rose says, I'm looking forward to Trash Can Larry being declared incommunicado and joining Sawsum's John Wick stream. I saw that. I haven't had a chance to catch up with it. John Wick was one of Sauce's earliest streams that I've seen. It was great. I think they thought he was dead, but he wasn't. That was it. They thought he was dead, but he wasn't. But John Wick's brother did go in a revenge trashing of the lethal zone. That's cool. I do remember that. All right, let's grab more of that. Okay. All right, we're going to do the plague heart. So let's grab big old shovel. Now, can we upgrade this? No, we need circuitry, of which we don't have enough, but there is some circuitry out the back of the Gunwell arm shop. How are we? Alright, let's oh, we don't have anyone with medicine. Oh, we've got some conundrums, folks. Conundrums up the wazoo. Okay. It might get loud. Let's take some painkillers, some of those. Of course, we've got no... we got no... We do have fire. We got no plague cures, though. But we should be okay with that. We'll definitely get hit at least once. Okay, let's go do it. Go do it. Let's do episode 2 yesterday, still time. Yeah. Oh, it's just been so hard recently, like... These last few months have been trying to sell the house, which we've done. I'm moving cities, by the way, folks. Moving cities. But, you know, the channel is going to live on for sure. If anything, I should be able to do some more content. That was taking a lot of my time. I was restructured to work. I had a job interview at work for another position. I got COVID. It's just been... I'm going to search that car. In case there's a crossbow or something in it. Yeah, just so much life stuff happening. I sold my house, and that was probably the big bit, the biggest piece. Oh, right. So, we don't want him to scream, and I don't want to kill him. Broken line of sight.
This place seems clear for now, but I know that won't last.
Broken line of sight. So now we'll use our firecracker to get him away from my frickin' car.
That was the last one.
Yeah, a load of stuff. Hey Norm, how you doing? Brassy, how are you doing? Do you think they'll drop the update before the end of the year? Don't set that screamer on fire. I've heard that they will. Camille's just suggested that they were.
Something.
But the latest I've heard is maybe end of January, February, which would be pretty amazing. I guess. Well, it seems amazing to me, but maybe it's not. Maybe that's the kind of speed which they normally drop. It's just that Reverac communities and infestations were really big updates, are really big updates, so they took a long time to get right. And so now they're back to a more regular schedule. I'm just not used to it. That's entirely likely. Hey, Jargo. No screamy. Jargo wants the mayhem. Yeah. Always circuitry up the back of here. that didn't wake it up. Didn't give me plague samples either. Yeah, is anyone even going to be working at Undead Labs on the 29th? I guess it depends whether they've got any annual leave. No circuitry out of that. Disappointing! Wow. 10 containers in this place.
Locked.
Let's have to get this done.
Right, that woke it up.
Have to slow down.
Yeah, I just got parts, creature. I just got parts. Ripped off.
I think it's almost down.
Brassy says, I'm waiting quite honestly, I've got a great community. I want to put it up against that new update about the infestations. Yeah, well, it's going to be a test. And Brassy, it just, you know, in terms of difficulty, etc., it's kind of... It's not necessarily that I think this infestation thing will make the game that much harder, and like anything, it depends how you play. The other play cart. So that wasn't enough to wake up this other play cart. So we were quite lucky there. Quite lucky. There's our crossbow. Massive though.
Glad that's taken care of.
Need all of that. Stims, that. We didn't need to use fire. Here we go. Gauzies. You meant these ones here, eh, creature? Yeah, no joy from those, unfortunately. I'll keep the nets, of course. And that. Trade that. There. So yeah, we're still looking for circuitry. Can't quite remember where there might be some, to be honest. Let's go sort out our
Must be a plague heart nearby.
Our friends here, and we'll go back and loot the gun store. We also want to move to the church, don't we? This is not for how hard it is. I guess it would just be more wrinkle. Keep it exactly. Yeah, you got it exactly right. Sorry, I didn't finish what I was talking about. So yes, there's a lot of different strategies to playing the game, and if you're playing on Lethal Zone where they don't show you where the hearts are at, you end up going up billboards and cell towers and doing scouting again. Plus you've got your radio calls as well. 2 food and one of your characters runs off to find the infestations. It's pretty cool. It scouts all the infestations on the map.
Hey, amigo.
Not that we have any just at the moment.
I want those fuckers gone.
Oh, they gave me fuel. That's nice.
Mi casa, su casa,
Okay, where are we at? We want to move to the church. It's got 1 play cart, which will be that one. And we need more people. So These guys are giving me nothing yet. But hey, that's cool. That's cool. Hobbs are going up any billboards. Alright. A lot of stuff here. Now that screamer, you know, we can take it out. One thing I've noticed about the sound though, and it could be a bug, is that the screamers, they always sound like they're right next to you, even when they're miles away. I don't quite like that. I think it's because they're going for the whole, you know, scare factor, jump scare factor, when they get to your base and, you know, start preparing for a siege. But it's just, doesn't really do it for me. Doesn't really do it for me. I don't know if I've got any... crossbow bolts. You might do. Oh, we got 7. It's not a lot. It's not worth carrying 12.5 pounds of crossbow around to fire 7 bolts. We should probably get a plague cure. Here we go.
I used to think the world was cruel. Now I know what that really means. Not bad.
Get some more parts. So we could increase these. We could turn this into an outpost. We could arm it up. Oh, it's only two ammo and 2 fuel. But that would be pretty tough. Pretty tough. I went up a billboard with Camille once playing a game, and a zombie spawned in on the top of the billboard and bit me in the neck. Right. What we'll do then is we're going to use our...
Hey, can anyone hear this? Let me know if you're listening, okay?
influence to try and get some more friends on the map. Wherever they are. Alright, until then, gunshot. How's the game trying to kill us? They weren't trying, Camille. They killed us. Game tried, game won. Every hour and a half there, creature. But it can. So, one of the things I'm quite interested in... So I'm doing Dread today, just to kind of get a feel for it. What I'm going to do is I might wake up a few plague hearts and test out the infestations. And just see how they act. I mean, I guess we always knew we could take out a plague heart, but now the game's going proper. We'll zoom up here, we'll talk to these fellas. Activate them so that they give us some quests. There's a cool truck.
Looks like company.
There we go. So who have we got here? We've got design. Design's actually really, really good. Pharmacology. Pharmacology is really, really good. Elisio. He's a nobody. But the other two are great. Let's see what's in this truck, eh? Yeah, but what I was going to say, creature, is especially on the harder difficulties, it'll be interesting. That'll drive. Ah, and this is one of the vehicles with more space in it. Gotta head out. Steaks are coming off the grill. Oh, I got a steak. I'm gonna have that tonight for sure. Be delicious. Yeah, we'll swap vehicles. I'm sure we'll be able to get this one back. We'll just check whether these guys have got a gas can for sale. Red Zone feels so quiet compared to Lethal. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a dead game. I've seen people play Red Zone and they've gone to take on a play card, and it's got pretty gnarly actually. It's got pretty gnarly.
Let's see what we have here.
Bueno.
Ooh, we got a portable Jenny. That ain't so great. Exterminators, that's 600 for that. No way. Alright. But we got ourselves a new van. We don't have to make it all the way back to base, just to our outpost. So we're going to try and take the shortcut here and beeline it. Coming through. That's a tree. But we now have a much better vehicle. Catch you later, White Rose. Thanks for the idea. I'm definitely going to the church to see if we can start a siege. What's so good about design? Good question. So, from memory, I think it gives you increased global build speed. So building buildings, you know, running projects, all of that sort of thing are much quicker with it. And I think it's also might also give you a bonus to something else as well. It's a good question. I'm a little bit flaky on it. I just remember it being better than what it sounds. So if they ally up, we'll recruit the design person. This place has got loads of room.
Focus on big items. If we stock up on small comforts, it will add up when we need to trade.
I'm taking 2 and 2 so that if I find a spare, it'll go in the stack. I don't need to worry too much about it. Cameron said, I actually used a van yesterday. It's 15 slots. 15 slots? The van has 15 slots? Wow. That would be amazing. It definitely needed more slots, I think. Might be wondering what I'm doing. I'm trying to back up to the door. And it's doing a really shonky job of it. Oh. See, that's decent. Especially because I've only got stacks. Yeah, move, buddy. Oh, I couldn't get past him. I've got a bladed weapon.
One down.
Styly. All skills and style there. Alright, see what we find. I'm not very good with blades. I need much more practice.
Not exactly what I was hoping for.
A lot more practice. 26 likes so far. That's awesome. Thank you, everyone. Do appreciate that.
Thank goodness. Something we can use.
Seeing as it's suppressed anyway. Oh, there we go. Oh, now we're in business. Now, one thing I noticed in the PTR was under the controls and remap, I couldn't choose swap weapon. See, we've got cycle whipping there, which is medium mouse button, but it doesn't seem to work. Oh yeah, there it is. Unbound. So it's medium mouse button for both, but it doesn't always seem to work. So, hang on. That. Click. That. Oh. No, it's all working now. Good. There we go. Bug fixed. Right with a 6-foot sword and you miss. Swinging this thing is harder than it looks. Oh, I found something from the Stay Frosty pack. It looks awesome. We're using that. Sorry, crossbow. That'll stack. Good.
Creepers miles away must have heard that.
Yeah, that'll be fine. I needed an assistant to try out this gun. Wow, it looks pretty good. Is that like lever action? All right, let's do a bit of investigation on this gun because I haven't found it before. Power is high, accuracy is high, control, but durable. I think it's a weapon which won't break. It felt like it was a lever action. Serious? I'm busy. High-end hunting toy with all the bells and whistles. A rapid cycling bolt allows for faster firing, which is supported by the box magazine. The ultralight frame is great for toting this around, but it does give an extra kick. Bolt action rifles never jam or break. That is an awesome gun. It doesn't look like a bolt action gun.
That's all I have. We're good. Don't see any of them around here. I don't think we're going to find anything else here.
Yeah. Pretty average those. Still, we got the car parked out the front. Let's take everything. Better than no gun at all. Alright, we'll save our ammo on that one because it is pretty awesome. What we'll do is we'll go wake up this plague heart and we'll see what it does. That's full. So yeah, bolt action, you need to choose your battles, don't let the battles choose you. That's wisdom. So I've heard honking the horn might wake up a plague heart.
Oh, this place is just awful.
Nope. There we go. So noise, nope, no problems. was going to hit him with my door, but I broke it. All that 22 ammo, he's one Uzi away from destroying this map. I'm no good with the Uzi. I've tried, but I am no good with the Uzi. I'm too inaccurate. Alright. So woken up the...
I miss the sound of a good vinyl album.
You can keep that. The plague heart. Level 1 of those. And keep the replica bastard sword. Arnold wants to do trade a life for luxury. So let's do that. He's got a better than that. We should... Oh, still working on that. Okay, I don't think we need that in there. I think we'll put it in our garden. I need a weapon. It's going to be a crossbow. And second weapon. Do that. And Lucas. Just grab Lucas. Oh, okay. Lucas can hang around. What do we got? Do our check. Those aren't good enough. And I think we need tradables, right? Those are all tradable. Sleeper cell and a pocket full of rounds. Yeah. Sleeper cell PPK. Darn fine weapon. Darn fine. Should we fix our truck? Yes. Can't show up at a, you know, an enclave looking like that. I think, what are these guys about? Say hello to my little friend. Wouldn't that be cool if you had a skill where you could wield two primaries, one in each hand, and shoot them both at the same time? OP is, you know, have big reticles, I think they're called, for where the bullets are flying, but at least you'd be able to do it. Bop, bop, bop. Be quite cool. Or, you know, something in addition to Daybreak or something like that. Alright, so, oh, up there. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure the Pilato uses a bit more gas, so... Oh, do we need to... Optional, talk to Helen? Ah, nah.
Best to watch out for that feral.
Feral. I just fixed that door. Oh, you got me.
We have a big job facing us. Anyone over there want
Not fair. That's not very good with a crossbow against a moving target like that.
Just what we needed. Oh, very nice.
Very nice. We've still got our doors, that's the main thing. 200 influence, which is nice. I probably should have kept that and traded it. Okay, how much fuel have we got? We've got quite a bit of fuel. We woke up... Ah, here we go. So, an infesting horde. So,
I should stay quiet. Or that
must have
screamer
come
will
up
bring
all
his
the way
friends.
up there. And where's it going? Headed to an unknown site.
Good to see you.
So that didn't take that long. Pain in the butt, Feral, tell ya. Vehicle mounted weapons, yes. Can I hit that bloater from here? No, I'm too bad a shot. Aha. So that's the infestation there. Which is not great for them. Because we can see the screamer. Which I can't. Where is the screamer? Here's a hurting. Is anyone seeing a screamer? Well. Way to bring them out of hiding. I can hear it. Can't see it. It's not in there, is it? Site secure. Oh, it's because it's down the Hillian knob. That's actually just a horde hanging out. I'm an idiot. Curtis! Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Homegrown. What's good? Everything is good, mate. Everything is good. Can keep that. Can keep a good girl down. I do that. I do that. Creature. I'm immersed. Uh-oh. Still job done. Pretty sure we searched Leaky out. Yeah, well, this is searched out. Whatever's happening up here. You were just playing this on PTR Dread. Good stuff. Cool. Hey, Kurt. Are you a, like, is Dread Zone your kind of go-to level? Because this is actually what I'm trying to test out. Is how it looks and feels for, on Dread Zone.
Hello there. You mind swinging by to meet up and chat?
So things haven't gone out of control because I haven't really picked anything off until I did so deliberately. Now, just bring Lucas in and give him a gun. Not the good gun. The plan is, yes, not played in 8 months. Cool. So what did you think? Like anything? What was one thing you really liked? What was one thing you're not so sure about? Whether it's a good thing. I'd be keen to know. The plan is we're going to get ourselves to the church on the hill and claim it. We might as well go out there and knock this plague heart out then. We might leave this one just chugging away for a bit. Yeah, let's go knock this one out. So then we can move in without any hassle. But we have been able to kind of take our time a little bit. Still no freaking circuitry. Where can I get circuitry, folks? There are some boxes down by a little warehouse. Ah, where do you get circuitry? Power stations. Oh, we got a meds. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Yep.
Roger that.
Meds. Go dirt. Anything we want to take.
Stories. Otherwise, what's the point of living?
Yeah, we're like one circuitry short. Dude, where's my car? I think the screamer's volume could come down a few notches. Yes! Exactly, yeah. Yeah, even when they're like up on the hill, they sound like they're standing right in front of you. They do need to do something about that. I know what they were going for, but it's just a bit over the top, you know? Ah, see? Hordes are starting to build up. So we'll give Patina her medicine. Sounds bad, doesn't it? And then we'll recruit the design person, so we can just confirm whether they're as good as I think they are. I made a wrong turning. I don't think we've searched that warehouse. There might be some circuitry in there, to be honest. But let's see how we get on. So far it's been good. Keep you on your toes more often. Yeah, you have to think a little bit more about what you're doing. But in a good way. Oh, meds. Not this guy. Tina.
That was helpful. Take care.
So, yep, she's the design specialist.
Come on in.
Are you willing to barter?
Sure.
Any of the stuff we want. I'm going to say yes to that. Yes to a toolkit, because we have no other way of producing them. No. Ammo? No. Alright, let's recruit her.
I think you offer more to us than your friends do.
First of all, we'll check what they give us, because I don't sometimes I forget to do that, and I forgot last time. Gun Safety Club, ammo, income, and shooting XP. So that's pretty awesome. Normally I would keep that as an enclave, but because we're trying to recruit people and find out how good design is, we're just going to recruit her.
We're just looking for one.
No, I'll enlist her. See what she's got on her. Oh, yeah. All good. Now that they've gone, we can actually loot their house. So we'll give that to Patina, and this means if they've got a bandage on them, they will use the bandage repeatedly to heal themselves. Guy sounds like Bundy, yeah.
We got a zombie on the way.
I heard he put out a stream. I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it. We'll just see how good a fighter she is. Sounds like she's doing okay. Ah, see, there's the ammo ruck. That was pretty dim zombie. I think that's everything. Alright, let's go, Patina. Get it back to base. Could have hit that barn, but really I just want to advance the game on and get us to the church on time. Yeah, fresh community. Fresh community, no one special. But we've done a fair amount of looting and we've eased our way into the game to prove that you can do that without attracting too much undue attention. So, you know, if you're not doing, wouldn't call it dumb stuff, but you know, if you just think about what you're doing and don't do anything too careless, you should be fine. And I advise people that, you know, before you start getting stuck into the plague territories, you have enough equipment for you anyway, that should things go wrong, you can do something about it.
Something on your mind? See you soon.
Alright. So, design. There we go. There we go. Ah, you were directed this way from Brian Menard. Oh, cool. Was that today? David Bowie, yes. Love David Bowie. Labyrinth was on TV the other night and I watched most of it. Oh, we'll miss that man. Brilliant. Planning regular streams. Oh, well, that is great news. That is great news. You see, people ask me to predict things and I usually get them wrong. So ACUP asked me a while ago, like ages ago, do you think Bundy will get back into it? And knowing for myself how hard it is, if you like down tools to actually build up the momentum to start putting regular stuff out, it is really tough. So I said, you know, unless he makes a really conscious decision to like go at it, probably not. But it sounds like he is, and I'm wrong again. The more I'm wrong, the more the world is a better place. I'm kind of cynical and optimistic at the same time. Cynical, yeah, whatever, fuck. Enough about me. But yeah, oh, cool. Welcome, Kurt. Welcome. I've been watching a lot of Brian Menard over the years. But yes, we were talking about how good is design. Well, there you go. Build speed plus 50%, facility action speed plus 50%, and craftsmanship and arts. So, I don't know what a Dakamura is. I never feel alone when I'm in bed. I'm gonna guess that's like a mannequin or something. And Bing Crosby. Cover of classics. Begin your search for a lost classic by taking control of Helen. I don't remember that at all. Wandering Trader, we're not really interested in. Yeah. Let's do that. So covering a classic. I don't know that mission. I may have done it before, but I don't recall doing so. So yeah, let's jump to Helen.
Oh, I did promise myself I'd take care of that.
Ooh. Crikey, that was not good for my stomach. Alright, well, we don't know what we're going up against. Take one of those. And we should be alright. If we have to shoot more than 10 bullets, we're in trouble. We'll take it anyway. Alright. That should be enough for what we're doing. Search the stat of comics at the Jolly Collie Tavern for a copy of The Gentleman Cadaver. Hey! Written by Bob. Gentleman cadaver. So where is it? Oh my word. Alright, so this is where it gets interesting. If you've got a mission that you really want to do or really have to do, this is where it could be problematic. So what we're going to do is we're going to take those. We're going to take the boombox as well. Yeah, we're going to kit up. I'm going to take energy drinks. I'm going to take fire. I'm going to take a plague cure. And we're going to gas up. Gas can. Running a bit low on those. Let's get ourselves some more gas. And what we'll also do is we'll scout all infestations. My favorite survivor is indefatigable and moral support. Either one of those is great. Both together? Holy cow. See, he runs off. He runs off. Let's see how far he runs. I've got the gas can I can fill up anytime. Oh, he's running that way now. I didn't want to go that way. Is he going to go up the watchtower? Or did he just disappear? Yeah, I think they just disappear so that they don't get eaten. Because if this was State of Decay 1, he would actually have to run all over the place to find these infestations. And they would die. 22 survivors with those skills. Man, that's some pretty good going, man. That is some pretty good going. 22 survive. Oh, 2. Oh, right, okay, 2 survivors. I was thinking, holy cow, there's going to be people who are like literally jealous. Alright, bridge is a good place to park up and fill up. There are gas cans where we're going, so it is telling me a horde is moving towards a house with the slide, so I'm not sure exactly which one that is. House with the slide. Oh, it's this one up here, isn't it? So that's just a wandering horde, and then we've got the house with the slide. So what we can do is we can stop them in the act. Power up. Oh, sneaky. Are they going to get around that? Oh, wow. He triggers you to meet him. Nice one. I think that's the mission where you go get a book. Yeah. Ah, yep, cool. We got him. We got them. So there's where you can use your defenses to look after your base while you go off and do crazy stuff like drive the other end of the map. So, right. Here we are driving around, looking out for screamers, because if they scream, things are going to wake up. We're going to want to take that... see, I'm gesturing at the place I just drove past. We're going to want to take that play card out to get the bridge fort. Not bridge fort. Let's do it. Oh, no. Not good. Could have gone worse. To get the church. Yeah, you'd roll forever for 22. It'd be on the Guinness Book of World Records. It would make the news. Leading this hour, Curtis S. has spent 2.7 years re-rolling characters constantly instead of going to work. But now he has 22. Down him, 22. Characters with indefatigable and moral support. Tell you what, you get a lot of respect. The blade does sound cool though, doesn't it?
Wish I had room for that.
Yeah. I actually don't use 50 cal a lot. Yeah, we're going to put that in there because we don't quite need it yet. I would roll a tune with that skill. Log in, see if they had moral support. Ah, right. Yeah, the one thing, yeah, this kind of thing missing from when you're rolling characters and being able to see what's going on. One is being able to see what their hero bonus is, and the other thing is being able to trigger a voice so you can hear what they sound like, because there's some of the voices which kind of get on my nerves a little bit. They just, but it's not the accents, it's their kind of attitude in the voice. Some of them are really positive and some of them are really antsy. And the antsy ones get on my nerves sometimes. Especially when like I get a really cool character and I'm like, awesome, this is amazing. And then it's like, a really whiny character. It's like, oh, how disappointing. Yeah, I don't need that. You know why I'm looting this place? It's because every game that I've played in the Cascade Hills, I've never been able to loot this place. It's always been pre-looted. So, that's for me. Tell you what, how much influence do we have? 1200, it's be a bit much. To outpost. But we could outpost, say, a house down there. Alright, so I will check. Let's get away from that guy. No infestation, so we're all good. If the survivor has bad traits, I take them out and draw a horde for the survivor to die. You're harsh, man. You're harsh. Everything's temporary mission, yeah. I think they just haven't bothered, you know, doing the editing. Alright, okay, we're entering plague territory. We need to be pretty careful. And I'm driving a vehicle into it, which is not careful.
I'm glad you have found a place like that.
I appreciate it.
Hoping I broke the line of sight. He will no longer be interested in me. Wow, 34 likes already. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Testing out, I don't know why I pitched that. Testing out the PTR in Dread Zone. If I'm correct, Dread Zone is actually the most popular level, or it's kind of tied between that and Nightmare these days, I think.
Close by.
Look at that guy go for it. That's a fast zombie without legs,
I can see
which is
putting up an
kind of
outpost there.
weird. Power station. So we could find. Am I not full of stuff? I am full of stuff. That's actually not helpful. But we could find some circuitry in there. What difficulty do I normally play? I'm usually Lethal Zone or Modded, mate. Wow, there's a lot of crawlers around. I've been murdered down this alley. Like, literally murdered by ferals.
Yeah.
Ow.
Locked.
Alright.
I hate that I'm saying this to grown folks, but I
So,
hear this complaint
being stealthy
every
is,
damn day.
definitely plays more into the game.
Proceed after you use it. Don't be that guy.
I hope I'm searching the right place.
We're gonna have to... Curtis! Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Great content, Guru, wishing you good health. Mate, thank you so much. I I got COVID before Brian did. I didn't give it to him though. I'm 10,000 miles away. But yeah. And it's been pretty tough, but... Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Alright, so this is where we've got the option of... one dying. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really do appreciate that. You won't need that. You won't need that. Crossbow bolt back. And first stream and he's dropping the super chats. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. And comics. So I'm not killing zombies because I don't want to wake the heart. Go find the collector. Okay. So, what do the notes say? Stored on a torn scrap of gentleman cadaver. Look for the last surviving copy? Well, it's mine now. If you want to trade for it, I'll hear your offer. There's an address scribbled at the bottom. It's in Indiana! That proves that the Cascade Hills is not far from Chicago. Hey, there's a jug. Oh yeah, totally. Awesome community. For sure. Okay, so while we're here, I'm going to try and get some circuitry. Don't need that anymore. Got the address, I memorized it. It's awesome. Hey, how you doing, Sauce? What's up? Hey, why isn't your name in blue? I will fix that.
Bloater. Need to
How you
take it
doing,
down
buddy?
before it gets too close.
What am I doing? Oh, that's the collector? Alright, I want the circuitry more than the comic. See, I can do the little 360 as well.
This place seems clear for now, but I know that
I need to catch up on your John Wick series. I haven't cottoned onto it yet, but I will get into that. Sure. I was explaining to people earlier the origins of John Wick.
I don't think I've seen a better potential outpost than that one.
Oh, they thought he was dead, but he wasn't. But not before his brother went in and went on a revenge mission, taking out the. Oh, is that preloaded? Can't be. I need the circuitry. Sum up what you missed. He has killed some hearts. Sweet. I'd never have guessed that. Heart killer extraordinaire. Well, that's very disappointing. This place has no material, no circuitry. Right, now we have to go see Bob and get our comic. Oh, is there an actual John Wick movie coming out? Pro YouTuber there, getting on the trend. I'll just walk past that guy. So in Dread Zone, you don't want to kill all these zombies in here because they'll just set off the materials. Yeah, he's training up for it. God, that shadow. The shadow of him climbing the fence, of my survivor, of Helen climbing the fence, I thought it was the zombie. Leaping up to grab me, gave me a heart attack. So John Wick's in Sawsum's game, eh? I wondered why Keanu Reeves wasn't returning my calls. Every time I called him, I got the police instead. That's my second terrible joke this stream. They're only getting worse.
Yeah. Seems like I have something you want. I'll remember that in case I ever need something from you.
I'm not so sure about that.
It's reasonable.
Bye-bye.
What?
Don't make our neighbors happy.
Bye-bye.
Wow. Thanks, Bob. What's the bit I leave, he gets into trouble, and I have to come save him. And then we're friends. I don't really want to fight him because he's got a better gun than I have. Can I get back hit with a katana? Blame it on COVID fog. Man, my COVID fog was terrible. It really was. It was probably the worst part of it. This is a long way to go home. Right, okay, where's my car? I drive my Norma back. Drive this Norma back to the car. But I'd probably wake up all the plague hearts and then we'd be in trouble. Did I see a horde? Yeah, I did see a horde over this way. Yeah, I've been so busy recently, but now I'm on holiday. I've successfully sold my house. Most of the hard stuff's been done.
That's a screamer. Let's not
Where?
make it upset.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Where is it, where is it, where is it? Even though the mini-map's on, I don't use it. It's just in case there's some interesting new graphics which show up. I actually don't use the mini-map. I couldn't tell you where that screamer is, but let's get out of here. Of course, you got to be careful because there could be screamers hiding around here, and if they see you driving off and they let off their scream, then the jig is up. Barrel's not such a biggie. Been there, done that. Alright. You know, I still haven't seen any of the John Wick films. I know. I know. Where have I been? Well, we're coming back with at least a full truck full of gear. That's something, I suppose. It's not really what I was after. Tell you what, while we're over this way, let's spawn up some survivors at the corral that's over that way. Do that on the way back. So in streamers where their radar and map is black, is that a new UI? Well, to be honest, like, I haven't seen anything new come up on the minimap, so usually I just turn it off. Like that, you mean? Yeah. I much prefer it. Yeah, that's better. It would have been handy that one time that I was at an infestation looking for the last screamer and a reinforcing horde turned up and I got killed because the infestation went from one screamer to 4 screamers and bloaters and barrels and jugs. So yeah, watch your last stream to the end. You watched it to the end? That was like 4 hours, man. Or was that the other one? I'm not sure. The one where I died, got killed, that was brutal. Yeah, the mini map would have been useful then if I was using it, if I was looking at it. Even if it was there, I'd probably forget to look at it. Yeah. Alright, so we got back with a ton of stuff. Good job testing, yeah. So far, I've been surprised by how few bugs that I've actually seen, if any. I'm not sure if it's a bug that infestations can infest enclaves. Because I know they're trying to make the whole world kind of a bit more interactive. So initially when the infestation update came out, they weren't, you know, the zombies and the hordes weren't reacting to enclaves, but now it looks like they have. So they've made some really great strides in that sort of thing. We haven't looted the gallery. Do we care about the gallery? Probably don't care about the gallery. We could just hire these guys and then let's go smash this plague heart. And then we can look to move into the church, because that's what we want to do, so that we can start
We could use some clear leadership.
Start getting some proper sieges and stuff going. Yeah. Agup says me as well. I've been surprised by the lack of issues as well. Yeah, it's a tidy release. All right. Get ourselves a heavy weapon. Can't go wrong with one of those. And we'll take a... What shall we take? Right, crossbow. Target pistol. I still don't think we've got enough circuitry. Still haven't found circuitry. Alright, so if we do that... Oh, we haven't got gardening either. We can upgrade that. But I don't want to. Put that in even though it doesn't go. Right. So... More parts. Could do with some books and stuff, so maybe we should have visited the Wandering Trader, but that's okay. That's okay. Right, let's get into it. And grab some fire, just in case. Yeah, why not? And for good practice, we've got
That's a lot of stuff.
put a toolkit in the car. Probably won't need any of this, but it's kind of just for looks. Make it look like I'm serious about what I'm going to do. That might be an accessibility setting. Oh, where it's blacked out? Possibly. I'm not sure if they've got any, like, special settings for color blindness. Oh, one question I've got for the chat. Have you guys really done anything with the field of view slider? Like made it bigger or smaller? Should we make it smaller? What does that look like? Woohoo! We'll try it. A play cart one with a 50 field field view score number, whatever it is. Right. Yeah, I've got to say I haven't really done anything with it. But in saying that, it could be quite, it could make things quite interesting. So let's try it. Went back to the default view. Yeah, me too. Me too. But I guess for people who get motion sickness and stuff, it is quite, it is a really good feature for that. So it doesn't hurt to have it in there. And honestly, you go to almost any other third-person game these days, they've already got it. So, ooh, all right, that could get nasty. It's quite hard to get on top of your surroundings. Oh, alright, get rid of it. That was bad timing.
Just have to get this done.
No. That wasn't a great start. You see, even on Dread, you can get yourself unstuck if you're careless.
Hello out there. I have a trade straight from Crumble Valley. Come on.
Yeah, driving it ain't my thing. I kind of go through spurts where like I'll zoom around the map and it'll look like I know what I'm doing, and then very quickly you see that I don't. I was smash into an inanimate object. Oh yeah, he's coming. They were waiting for me.
I think it's almost down.
See, yeah, it's throwing up a few ferals. Ooh. I'm impressed. I wasn't expecting it to be this difficult, but then again, I'm using an unsuppressed gun, so go figure.
Hello out there. My name is Ray Santos,
I'll go away, Ray.
but I'd like you to become my neighbor. Here in Crumble Valley, folks willing to work hard to rebuild this land. That sounds like you. I suggest pack up your stuff and join us here.
Right,
There's
that was
plenty to
hard.
live for in Crumble Valley.
Yeah, definitely not. Easy. No more creepers here.
Bell Club.
I'm carrying a bit much right now.
That was pretty brutal, actually. Lucky I brought my toolkit with me because I trashed my car. Yeah, that's quite hard. I couldn't see what was going on. I'll try that some other time. Alright, so that frees that up. We've got a Trumbull trader. That's farming stuff. We'll go see these guys. Drive past the church. Blair, they did make me work for that. And I guess if you're finding the game a bit too easy, you can reduce the field of view slider, and it certainly makes things a bit different. That was quite intense, actually.
I don't want to be here any longer than I have to.
Yeah, exactly. You see, it can escalate quite dramatically. And because it's just not giving me any circuitry whatsoever, I can't make any suppressors, and I'm sure as heck not finding them. And it keeps sending me to places where I've died in other playthroughs, which is disconcerting. Come back. Shotgun. Yes.
Hey, what's up? Come on,
Bulk
make yourself at
crafting.
home.
I would always recommend getting one of those for any playthrough that you're doing, basically. Okay. Right. Oh, in the old health department. Okay. So what do we want to do? Some materials would be nice. So let's head back and we'll do a little bit of looting around that place. How do you get out of there? See, this was the problem. And I got killed. That shed might have some materials. But I really wanted some security. Circuitry.
This place seems safe for now. For me, don't mind if I do. Maybe someone would want this. That's pretty heavy.
Alright. That in there. Almost full. So where else could we get circuitry? I think there's water up here and there's power up there, so that's where we're going. Oh, stuck. So I think we'll go for maybe another 15 or so minutes, 15-20 minutes, and then probably call it there. Not that I'm asking you to leave right now. Please don't leave right now. But if we have that circuitry up, we'll be able to build suppressors for our guns. Might have got lucky with the suppressor back there, but we'll stick to plan A, which is to upgrade our workshop. But yeah, fresh character, not that great at fighting. I haven't been leveling up particularly quickly, to be honest. I thought I'd be leveling up a bit faster in Dread Zone than what I actually am.
This would be a great place for an outpost, I imagine.
Right, where is it? Circuitry, please. There we go. Why was that so hard?
Fire in the hole!
Oh, they still ignored fireworks. This is a great spot for an outpost. I'll just say that right now. Right, so... Upgrade workshop. Took a lot longer to do than what I anticipated. We haven't quite got to the church. Yeah, we'll push on to the church. I could be a bit naughty and just bring up another survivor, because that's what we need. That's all we need. And as this is testing, we don't have to worry too much about proving ourselves on Dread Zone. Though I did a pretty shabby job of that, to be honest. Yeah, there we go. Upgrade that. Radar friend in need. Survivor activity. In the water station? No, that's the house. Alright, so to go to the church. We've got the influence, but we need another survivor. Now, we could drive around and do missions and that sort of thing to get them, but I think I'm going to hustle things along. So, this is the dev menu, and I'm just going to give myself another character, if I remember how to do it. Community cheats? Add member. Soft cap. I don't know what the difference is, but I can add myself a new member to the community. Welcome, Rebecca. Wow, she's actually really good. And that will allow us to avoid doing a lot of running around and actually just move into the church. So why don't we do that? And swap out. And in fact, seeing as we got Rebecca, we'll use Rebecca. Now, before you get freak out, that's the only thing that I use the dev menu for, is testing and setting up my videos and using it to like quickly create communities and that sort of thing to put in my videos. Nothing more than that. Rebecca. I don't play with that in the background and off camera, you know. Give myself bonuses and stuff. But you know that. Alright. So we've got an ultralight.
Free beer to anyone who can help us out over here.
That's a good offer. Wow, we are starting to run a bit low on the old painkillers. We upgraded that, so we can't put it back in here until we've got water, so... Alright. There's a... Wow, did you hear that? There's some traps going off. Alright, now one of the bugs is that the traps won't kill the armored zombies, if that's a bug. Because if they were supposed to be mines, then they should be explosive and blow them up. Yeah, the traps are really loud as well. I mean, the first time it happens, you're like, wow! But then after a while, it becomes a bit painful. Same with the screamers. First time they turn up around your base and you're like, holy heck! But you can see with one outpost that we armed, we were able to keep our starter base clear of infestations. It really wouldn't have mattered how many infestations were coming down to try and siege our base. They just weren't getting there. Or infesta building near our base, that wasn't happening. But I am intrigued to see what a siege would be like at the church. So hopefully we don't even need to set up our other buildings before we do that. What happens when we ring the bell? Car park. As you can see, don't often come up here.
It needs new just about everything, but it might be the right place for us. like nobody else is home.
Let's grab it. Hey, Mickey Wilker, how you doing? Yeah, you get to clear those pews as well and get a little bit of materials, yeah. I've never said that this base is not good, it's just not one that I've really used too much. So, built-in bell tower. We can ring the bell. Okay, so let's fix that. Let's get our infirmary up. Let's get farm? Staging area. Yeah, let's build a staging area. So this should be really quick because... Oh, those are beds. Right, we certainly need better than that. Because we've got a design person. So design patina. Plus 50% build action speed and facility action speed. So if we just check how that's working for us here. Alright, so we've got plus 500 for starters, and then on top of that we've got the action speed. So that's pretty awesome.
Another project finished. Great job, folks.
Yeah, it didn't take long at all. So we'll bust these down. We'll need at least some beds. And the staging area will actually speed everything else up as well. So we should be, you know, doing pretty well pretty quickly. Now, when I was watching Brian's stream, he did say that the threat doesn't seem to be working. Now, I thought it was saying 0 threat in my game because there were no infestations out there, and that the threat would give away how many there were. So maybe they've just turned that off for now. But the noise level, I'm thinking, will still impact on how much noise your on how fast the timer works on hordes being spawned by plague hearts and other infestations. Right. Workshop. Level 2 infirm. Shall we do it? It's audible.
If any more creeps show up out there, our home could be in real danger.
People running around. I'm not seeing any zombies though.
They're attacking our home!
Oh shit, here. Yes, okay, fine. Yep. Famous last words.
Keep hitting them, that's it! That, you feral fuck!
Alright. Church siege on Dread Zone.
Another wave of zombies on the way!
Ow, my face. Tight spot. bombs and stuff.
I am not looking forward to the next wave.
Next wave. Things just got bad.
I should probably take a break before I fall over.
This is fine.
Yep, looks like we're not done yet.
Really?
Keep fighting, amigos!
I think we're about to lose someone.
Motherfuckers down.
Wow, armoreds. Right.
Sucks to be a Zed.
The controls are getting a bit confused. There's too many of them. Missed. There you go. You can kill a zombie by throwing it point blank at a jug. It will kill the jug. Please let me kill the jug. I might need stamina, right? Well, there we go.
Let's make this mag count, kiddos.
I was unprepared for that.
Our group keeps getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah. Well, well, well. That was something else. So that's my locker.
I'm heading to the doctor.
I'm gonna see if resting up will take care of this.
Stay away from that bell. That was a heck of a mess. So I've never rung the dinner bell before in my life. Ooh, what's going on out here? Oh. She's still alive. Can't be. Maybe that's a glitch? At any rate. Where's our infirmary? That was brutal.
Good to see you. Any luck tracking down some cure?
Lucky for you, there is. Can't be picky about our friends now.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hang on. We're doing everything we can for you.
Your
So
lips
this is
are
Dread.
tears, if anyone
So
says-
what this kind of shows, leg up. Bishop from Alien.
Feel strong, and I'm ready to get back to work.
I feel somewhat justified for my terrible jokes earlier. That's a good one. All right, so I mean, that's not great. Circuitry. We're down some labor.
I don't remember signing up for this grief bullshit.
You'll be fine. What are we carrying? We've got a nearly broken gun with 2 bullets. And we've got virtually no health. Or stam. Or weapons.
So what's the status on that thing we were talking about?
We do have influence, however. We take
Need
our
anything
vehicle.
while I'm gone?
Why not that? Take that vehicle.
The air's so thick and wet. I almost feel like I'm underwater.
That's darn handy. I guess they got out to... they had the fuel, but they ran out, and then they ran out of life. So the military truck's got a bit more space in it as well. Ah, no circuitry.
Hello.
I'm looking to trade.
Sure, why not?
All right, so we've got compost bin, ammo, a water cooler, bag of fertilizer. 655. So Scorpion's actually a pretty good weapon. You should always pick that one up if you can for cheap. Compost bin for sure. That'll do us. Just going to look after that one for now. Circuitry? No circuitry in that. Oh, we might get circuitry in that one.
That rang the dinner bell. Better hurry.
Ow! At least the engine's still running. That's what this game needs, to be able to leave the engine running by choice. That would be cool. Military trucks are built to last, I'll tell you that. 3. Switch up 2.
Home is where you hang your hat. But make sure it's got a few gun racks too. Seriously, you can't have too much storage.
Well, time for me to move on. If you ever end up over in Trumbull, feel free to stop by.
Let's not do that again. Well, we managed to survive, and we tried out the we should outpost that up, shouldn't we? We don't have enough influence now because I spent it all when I really shouldn't have. Cool. So it just goes to say, when I was thinking about what I was doing, when I had a clear strategy, when I was enacting it, it didn't really matter that the plague hearts were waking up or not because I was ready to deal with it. I had the equipment, I had the resources, and I was kind of ready to do so. Once I kind of took off into the middle of the map, set up at the church, started a siege without being ready for it, it's turned into this situation, which, you know, if this was lethal, probably be dead, like wiped. So it was kind of lucky I was in Dread Zone. But what it does show, I'm a lethal player, and even though it got out of hand, I had nothing to deal with a Juggernaut. Nothing. Usually I keep grenades and pipe bombs in my locker. I don't take them out and use them. I actually keep them in my base for when jugs turn up. So I didn't have that, so I didn't really have any plan for it, and it turned out like it did. So, you know, it just goes to show, you just need to be thinking and ready to deal with the problems as they come up. But I think we'll call the stream there. We've been going for nearly 3 hours. Pretty decent effort. But I hope if you're a Dread Zone player and you're watching this, that this gives you some kind of idea as to how you might approach the game, whether it gives you a bit of insight in how it might play out for you when it's finally released. That would be awesome, and have a think about, be ready for this when it comes out, and just have a think in advance how you might try and tackle it. But thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, wow, it's really hot in here. I'm gonna take my beanie off. Thank you so much, Creature, for the beanie. Thank you for the super chats, everyone. Keep watching State of Decay 2 on my channel and everyone else's channel that you can find with State of Decay 2 on it. It's a great community. I'll see you for the next one, hopefully. Ka kite. Bye for now.